He's my favorite play in the history of mankind. And Hollywood dropped it. I'm telling you, man, that dude's having a bad game. And Dontayvion Wicks did a pretty decent job. Now, he caught the ball cleanly. He went inside. He got about 5 yards. I mean, but that's what you're talking about when you're doing those bubble screens. And so hopefully that's not a big part of what they're going to do, but I fear that it is, because I don't think you have the explosive guys to do that, who can get loose, with the exception of DeVonta when he gets back. But, I also don't want to get DeVonta killed if somebody misses their block. So I would scrap that play, but I've been saying that in every offense for the past 10 years. Scrap it. Get it out.
Yeah, I wonder what they're going to do with Hollywood Brown, man. It doesn't sound like he's, especially with like Cooper playing pretty good, and maybe even Elijah. And I don't think Hollywood's not giving any special teams presence, is he? I wonder if that's a spot they look at to eat the money and move on.
No, they'll carry him. They might bench him, but they'll carry him. They won't eat the money.
What would a trade look like? Could they? I mean, I know sometimes it can be hard to trade, or it's not even beneficial to trade sometimes.
I mean, you're not getting much, but yeah.
No, just to move on to move on from the salary.
I mean, that probably depends on somebody else having issues, and they might buy into it because he's a bigger name. They might buy into the same hype. It's possible. Might be the way to go. You get a 7th round pick and clear a spot for Cooper or more or both. And one of them can actually play. Because those two have clearly been better than Hollywood Brown. But when they and remember, of course, DeVonta is not out there. Makai's not out there. The starters in 12 personnel. They started in 12, so 2 tight ends, Goddard and Munt. And the 2 wide receivers were Wicks and Hollywood Brown. And it's been that way.
Well, fair enough. All right, Johnny Mac, we'll keep rolling here on training camp practice today. John, what's the update on the offensive line, man, in terms of obviously Fred Johnson, we've talked about enough today, but Markel Bell, who, a lot of eyes have gone to Markel Bell after the announcement from Lane Johnson last weekend, I believe it was on Saturday. What have you seen so far from Markel Bell and some of the depth on the O-line?
Yeah, I think he's a guy you need to keep an eye on in the preseason game because, live environments, you're going to get a better indication on the young offensive linemen, not just him, all those guys, Willie Lampkin, Drew Kendall, Jake Majors, but Markel's in that category as well. To see them when everything's live, Nick was talking about, they're basically live on the offensive defensive front when they have pads on. But, I mean, you can't tell in the running game because until they start tackling, which they will do, and to a certain extent, you can't tell in the pass rush because they blow everything dead. So, how close are these players? Is it really going to be a sack? Is it not going to be a sack? So, I mean, he was back at right tackle, second team and getting some first team reps in place of Lane as they tend to give him a series or 2 off. So it's very clear that as they toggle back and forth, one day is at left tackle, one day they're trying to figure out if he can be a swing tackle right away, and maybe replace Fred from that perspective. But you're going to see a lot on with Markel Bell in the preseason. That's a player you're going to learn a lot about.
Yeah, I'm excited to see who he's lined up with, and then also the receivers that they choose to play here in the preseason is going to be interesting to me. Like, will Hollywood Brown play? Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think Hollywood has to play. I mean, he's the fourth receiver in practicality. He's only starting because of the injuries. So he's got to play.
If
Wicks will
Lemon
be.
was healthy, do you think Lemon would play?
Yeah, he would play if he was, because he's a rookie. He needs.
Yeah,
I mean, he needs reps. And he certainly needs reps now after all the time he's missed. But yeah, he
Are we
definitely
getting any closer on him or what, man?
Yeah, he's close. He's out every day. Today was again third straight day. He's been catching balls on the jugs machine before practice. Like I said, they were never going to play him in this game, so I think they're just waiting for this game, and then he'll be back next week. That's my guess. Nobody has told me that, but that's my guess. He looks fine. So does DeVonta, and Aaron told me flat out that DeVonta is always trying to get back, and they're just holding him back, basically. So I mean, they're very cautious with players this time of year, very cautious.
Fair enough, and I understand why they are. And by the way, it's tough to argue with their philosophy, John, given how healthy of a team they've been the last few years.
Yeah, I mean, it's worked for them, so it's understandable. But it is different. Like, I don't worry about DeVonta. I don't worry about Grenard. I don't worry about those guys. I do worry about rookies and young players missing significant time. That is not good because they have to learn to become professionals. They have to learn a different way of doing things, and you can do all the mental reps in the world, but it's not the same when you're out there.
So, John, offensive line, who was the second team then today? Fred, Drew Kendall, Markel.
From left to right, it was Fred. Fred was left tackle. Left guard was
Is that where he was when he got in a fight with the Joma?
Yeah, left tackle, yeah. Let me pull it up. Willie Lampkin was right guard. Markel Bell was right tackle. Drew Kendall was playing center. I'm trying to remember who's playing left guard. Pull up notes. So I gotta fix my thing. It was Willie was at right guard. John Ojokwu, that's who I was looking for, was at left guard. And then everything else. Fred left tackle, Drew Kendall center, and Markel Bell right tackle.
Good stuff. All right, fair.